Hi, it's Russ from Pro Tools Expert, and I've got myself a copy of the Waves Cobalt Saphira, a new range of plugins, they say. It's one that's of perhaps many, but this is the first one in a series. There's a good video to go and watch, which will kind of explain the technology behind this. And it basically works on the premise of generating harmonics, both odd and even harmonics that may not be in the material. Because many of us are now working in the box, we're going straight into audio interfaces, we may not have all that kind of warmth and edge and harmonics that were generated by old consoles, old outboard. And so this aims to help you put that back into the mix. Also, tape as well. And so it's a bit of a mind bender when you first get into it, but after you start experimenting, and the best thing I can say really is just experiment a bit with it, try some of the presets, and as you start to get used to working with it, then it starts to make sense. So this isn't a tutorial, this is a demo to show you it in action and show you some of the results I've been getting as I use it. Just a quick overview. We've got the input meter here, the output meter there. We've got then the kind of main contenders in the gig here. We've got the edge and the warmth, even and odd harmonics where we have a send. The more you send, the more harmonics you'll create, and on both sides, and then have a return to bring back as much as you want. So you can go from very subtle to literally very thrashy and get some real dirt and edge in there. That's also determined then down here by the EQ. If you start modifying this EQ here, which is what I've done on this track to show you this in the demo, then what you will do is you'll modify what harmonics are being agitated and teased, maybe a better word. And then you have different amounts of harmonic and types of harmonic being agitated and generated. So finally, you've got the tape control, speed controls from 7.5 to 30 hips, and then you just add a depth into that. Now, in some cases, you can get some nice warble effects as well, just by pushing that very hard, some kind of old tape problem effects, but they might be useful for effects as well. So here's a track, and it says use it with complex material. So here's a track that's in demo stage at the moment in the studio, and I'm going to play you a bit of it, and I'm going to bypass it and then bring it in and then show you a few of these harmonic modes being used and how this can affect it. The best thing you could do really is to download it and try it for yourself. It reminds me a bit of when I first got into using the Aphex Raw Exciter back in the 80s, and no one was ever quite sure what it was doing, but it was doing something. And this has a very kind of similar effect, but across a broad band, whereas the Aphex Raw Exciter was exciting a narrow band. This is kind of across the whole harmonic structure of any material. So as I say, let me play this track and you can take a listen. Now remember, you're listening on YouTube as well. So the best thing, as I say, is download the demo for yourself and try it in your own material. So first I'm going to play you on a whole mix, then I'll show you on a couple of instruments like a kick drum on a drum kit, just to show you what it can achieve as well on solo instruments. So here's the track.
Someone new that
that's in bypass.
Doesn't suit you anymore. That smile on your
Let's go through some of the harmonic modes. Here's A.
doesn't move me anymore. Please don't kiss me. Please don't kiss me. Kiss me anymore.
Let's bypass it.
Please don't kiss me.
Now the bottom end, if you can hear
Please
there,
don't kiss me. Kiss me
he's opening up with it in.
Kiss me. Please don't kiss.
Of course, the more complex harmonic mode you use, the more it's going to change the sound.
Someone new that teaches you at.
Hear that kick drum at the bottom?
Doesn't suit you anymore. That smile on.
Now what Waves claim it does is glue and pull your sound together, and I have to say that claim stands up when you start using it. I'm, as I say, using it on here, and as you hear, it's not a bad mix. It's a demo mix, but still, even on a demo mix, you can hear what's going on, especially, as I say, round the bottom end where the kick and the bass are going on, and also at the top end when the ride cymbal comes in. Take a listen.
Someone new that teaches you at. Doesn't suit you anymore. That smile on doesn't move me anymore.
Here comes the ride.
Please don't kiss me. Please don't kiss me. Kiss me anymore. Please don't kiss me. Please don't kiss me. Kiss me anymore. Kiss me. Please don't kiss me.
Now let me show you what the EQs do as well. So here's the EQ, and as I say, if I start messing with this EQ as it's playing, you'll hear what it does to the harmonics. It basically brings harmonics in and out as they're being added to the track.
Someone new,
So this is on the edge side.
someone new, that t-shirt you wear doesn't suit you anymore. That smile on your face doesn't move me anymore. Please don't kiss me. Please don't kiss me. Kiss me anymore. Please don't kiss me.
There's the original.
Please don't kiss me. Kiss me anymore.
And then we go back to harmonic mode now. We've changed the EQ settings, and you'll hear that affects it. So that's in quite a complex one. We've got a very simple one.
Someone new, that t-shirt you wear doesn't suit you anymore. That smile on your face doesn't move me.
So in that mode, it's thinning it out. You can hear the sound. There's mid dropping out and some of the bottom ends dropping out, and so experimenting with the harmonic modes is really where you start to hear this working really well.
Someone new, that t-shirt you wear doesn't suit you anymore. That smile on your face doesn't move me.
Now, as you can hear, now we're pushing it hard. You can hear the distortion coming in.
Someone new, that t-shirt you wear doesn't suit you anymore. That smile on your face
And so we'll push the send down.
doesn't move me anymore. Please don't kiss me.
There's the original.
Please don't kiss me. Kiss me anymore.
Lift it up a bit more.
Please don't kiss me. Please don't kiss me. Kiss me anymore.
Now the tape.
Kiss me. Please don't kiss me. Kiss me anymore.
That's off. That's on. You can really hear the harmonics lifting there at the end there. You can, especially in, there's a synth in that background that's playing that single line.
Kiss me anymore.
So what I'd really say is download it and try and experiment with it. Does it do things that other things don't do? I think it does. Yes, we've got tape emulation. Yes, we've got channel emulation. Waves do both of those. But this is kind of kind of tweaker's paradise. It gives you a control that you wouldn't often get out of the tape emulation plugins. So let me just go to a kick drum now. So I'm going to bypass Saphira on the main bus, and I'm going to go to this drum part here and just play you some kick off there. And we'll bring Saphira on here. I mean, as you can hear, you can push the harmonics back in. And on solo instruments, you get a completely different feel of using this. As you can hear. And of course, going back to the EQs as well. Now, depending on the material you're using, you get a completely different feel for everything. So, as I say, some instruments got very low complexity when it comes to harmonic structure, and some got very complex structures. So, obviously, stuff towards the sine wave end of the spectrum is going to be less agitated, that's the word I keep using here, by this effect, and things further up, like guitars, electric guitars, and overheads. So, let's listen to some overheads now here. So, I've got these here. I think this is the overhead channel. And the more you push it, and as you can hear there now, so what it can do then is bring the sends back down. And then back through the different harmonic modes. So I'd love to hear this on electric guitars. I've not tried electric guitars yet, but let's push the tape hard into that. So I've got that on all the tracks. Here's a snare. I'd probably gate that first to get the bleed out as well. Nice on that snare. So the whole kit now. So there we are, that's a quick show and tell. It's not a tutorial, it's well worth watching the videos on waves and reading the manual. And then experimenting really, that's what you really want to do. It's, as I say, it does something different to tape and to channel plugins where it gives you the ability to kind of tweak around and mess with it and do things you couldn't do with those normally because they're often emulations of original gear, whereas this is kind of, as I say, kind of a Frankenstein of those things. So well worth checking out. It's a really cool plugin and the more I play with it, the more I like it. Thanks for watching and I'll see you again soon.